So here's the bike at 37,000 miles. So I bought it I started riding last October, so it's been just over a year. So I ride around the Puget Sound area, I'm just west of Seattle on the Kitsap Peninsula. And so that's where most of my riding has happened. So yeah, like I said, 37, 231, if you can see that, there it is. So the bike has been really good. Maintenance wise, I've had no issues. As far as the fuel pump, I haven't had any issues with the fuel pump. I went through a peg thing where, as you can see, this is broken again, and I've gone through a couple of 8-balls, and I'm going to replace it this time with, this is an actual Indian part. See if it'll focus here. Anyway, it's like a shorter peg, and it fits, the bolt fits and everything, so that'll be easy. I had an 8-ball on this side, which didn't really work well for the brake. You need something that's a little bit longer for your foot to rest on, but I didn't want it as long, so I went to the Harley shop, and they had this part here, which was like a screw-on peg thing that was really heavy steel that I liked, and so that's great. I'm probably gonna have to get some new foot pegs because these are kind of wearing out and they're really slick. I was riding yesterday and it was wet and my feet kept slipping off, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. So let's see, I did the Dean Speed license plate put on vertically. I think that looks a lot better, and so I ended up taking it off that tail light and I cut the little prong that it was on, so that's that. And I stayed with the Dean Speed Rampage mufflers, slip-ons. I really like the sound of these. I know they've come out with a Havoc, which is more of a full exhaust system that is supposed to sound really good, and from what I can tell on the internet, it does sound really good. But this is, for me, I'm kind of tired of changing the bike around, so, and I'm fine with this. I really like the sound of this. I went ahead and put on the crash bars, the Dean Speed crash bars, which I would have saved myself, a couple $1,000s if I'd done this right off the bat, but I didn't. So there's that. It's actually really dirty because it's been raining a fair amount. It's in our area, it does rain a lot, but most of the time it's not a heavy rain, and there's plenty of windows in between the rain. So what you end up dealing with is wet roads, not so much riding in the rain. And so wet roads means a dirty bike all the time. So these pipes, I've had a few spills, and these are black pipes. And one thing I did is I bought a can of black stovetop paint, which is really heat resistant, and so I could take the scratches off, basically just clean it up and paint over it, and it pretty much has covered up the scratches. There is one, this guy here, that I've left because that looks like scrimshot to me, and I don't know, I just kind of liked it. It kind of reminds me of what's out there waiting for me.
Three tours Nigeria, not a scratch. I come out here, day one, think I felt like a shaved tail Louie? Yeah. Well, that could fix me up if I rotated back and make me pretty again. But you know what? I kind of like it. It reminds me every day what's waiting out there.
So yeah, my little comment about what's waiting for me out there is when I first started riding, It was in October, and I didn't want to wait till summer to start riding, so I was riding in the rain. I was riding at night in the rain, and you know, I'm sure it was dangerous. Everybody was worried about me, and I guess the way I look at it is, riding a motorcycle is always like Russian roulette. And it's just a matter of how many bullets are in the chamber. So I guess what you want to do is manage the number of bullets in the chamber. And riding at night in the rain is a lot of bullets in the chamber, so I kind of stopped doing that. But anyway, so that's that. I haven't had any close calls. No one's pulled out in front of me that I didn't see coming. The only times I've had to brake hard was when I wasn't paying attention. And that's always a lesson, you know, when you're not paying attention. So, yeah, that's the bike. I love it. Keep riding it. I don't know what else to say. So yeah, it's not too bad of a day. See blue sky actually, so that's where I'll be, underneath that blue sky at some point. Okay.
Is there any felicity in the world superior to this?
I told you it